Hey, what's up guys? My name is Fumi A and I'm coming to you guys with another hair tutorial. But before we get started, I do want to pose a challenge question, and it goes like this. Did you have a bad day, or did you have a bad 5 minutes that you thought about all day? I know, I was challenged. Anyways, this video will be about my protective hairstyle challenge. I'm currently doing a wig routine, and I've been doing this for the past 4 months with the same wig. So I want to share with you guys how I've been doing that, how I've been taking care of my hair under this wig, and how I've been taking care of the wig itself. But before we get into the details of how I do this, I do want to share with you guys 4 reasons why I sort of turned to this wig routine and why I now have to do a protective style challenge. All right, y'all. And reason 1, I could not help this reason, but I was in Colorado for the past 5 of the 7 years that I have been natural. That is very important to note because Colorado is just not the one, all right? It destroys skin, it destroys hair, it is just not the one. And especially for me being 4C, having low porosity hair, which means that my hair has a hard time retaining water, Colorado is just, it just wasn't it. My hair, all right, was already dry. I could go dunk my head in some water, come back up, and my hair will be ashy. It'd be like, you know, I didn't put any sort of water in my hair for the past like month or week. So Colorado, it just stripped it with any extra moisture that I had in my hair, and it was just the worst. And that sort of led me to cut my hair 4 inches back in June. So I will insert a picture. Okay, y'all don't come for me. I know I'm a pretty girl, but you know, I can't do myself justice when it comes to these selfie things. So yes, that is how my hair looks, and that is what I'm working with. And the reason why I'm doing this protective hairstyle challenge is to basically get back to year 4 of my natural hair journey and hopefully surpass that soon after. I'll insert some pictures, but this is how my hair was year 4. My hair was popping, healthy, it wasn't breaking off, it was doing its thing. I never even thought about relaxing, texturizing, or cutting my hair because I was just having a great time with my hair. But as you can see, I showed you guys earlier, my hair is not that right now. It's recovering. It is a lot healthier, but it's also a lot shorter. So I do want my length back. Reason 2 and 3 go hand in hand. Reason 2 is all about the fact that I kept my protective hairstyles in way too long. And 3 was the fact that my protective hairstyles cost too much, which is sort of why I left my protective hairstyles in too long. So, explaining more about reason 2, I am in the military. I do always want to look professional, and I feel like my 4C hair is not professional. It does not look good in a bun. It doesn't look good in braids. It doesn't look good in twists. It doesn't retain moisture, so it always looks ashy, it always gets dry, it breaks off super easily, and everyone knows if you want your 4C hair to grow, you gotta always keep it protected. So I'll insert some pictures, but yeah, I would always wear braids, twists, weaves, crochet hair, and this is where reason 3 comes into play. Whenever I got my protective hairstyles, I would pay no less than $180 for installation. This did not include the hair. For just installation, I would pay no less than $180, and I would pay up to $250. Now I think about it, I don't even know how I afforded that because I would pay that every 2 months. I must have not eaten, but yeah, that's what happened. I was spending way too much money on my hair. So being in college and like not having enough money, like if I pay $180 to $250 on this hairstyle, I'ma make it stretch, okay? Like, I don't care what anyone says. I know 2 months was sort of the recommended amount of time to keep your protective hairstyles in. I would keep it for 2 months. I would keep it for 2 months and 3 weeks. Like, I would make it stretch because I paid so much money for it. Yeah, 4C hair, it is not meant to be kept in a protective style for too long. I remember like taking out my wigs and my weaves, or not wigs, my weaves, my braids, my twists. Every single time my hair would be dreaded up. Like I would be combing out knots and knots, like all over. And I was like, you know what, that's not a big deal. You know, my hair's been protected for the past 2 months. Like we good. Don't worry about those little knots on the floor, that's nothing. Really, I was just breaking off my hair, and that, like, on top of Colorado stripping away everything, having my protective styles in too long killed that. And the fact that it cost too much, that's what led to my ultimate downfall. And then last reason for choosing this hairstyle is the fact that it is a time saver. I am busy. Y'all who are going to school, going to work, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like I would start my day early and I end late. The last thing I want to do is worry about, you know, coming home for the weekend and having to prep my hair, because y'all know hairstylists, you know, they want your hair washed, deep conditioned, blow dried, and ready to, you know, ready to braid or ready to twist or ready to put in a weave. So that's the last thing I want to do. And then on top of all that prep time, I don't want to get up super early to spend 6 to 10 hours in a chair. I just don't have the patience anymore. Like I don't have the time to be sitting there for that long, for that much time, like for that much money. Not anymore, y'all. I can't do it. And there were times where I sat in the chair for almost 12 hours. I will never forget, all right? It was like 3 times, and I was like, I can't do it. So that's another reason why I turned to such an easy protective style, because it's something that I can, you know, throw in a bun real quick, you know, I'm in the military, you know, and run out the door, and I don't have to worry about, you know, messing with my hair or different things like that, or worry about my hair dreading up under this type of style. So that's why I turned to something like this. Honestly, thank y'all for watching. Please look out for my upcoming videos, because I always give you guys progress updates on my hair. I hope you guys enjoy my tutorial. Please comment any questions, and I'll see you guys later.
Don't get me wrong, I don't do drugs, it's just this love's amazing. If it was in its purest form, think it could heal the nation. The type of feel, the type of chill that will last through the ages. So if we're reincarnated, we'll find each other's love again and blaze it. My soulmate, our fate awaits, gentle like watercolors, but we won't fade away. I promise to cherish each day. They don't understand us, never mind what they say. So swing through and surprise me. Grape soda, no wine when we're dining, but this vibe got me feeling buzzed. I think that I'm flying. Footprints on the beach while the sunrise is shining. The sense of touch, the sense of smell, the way I hear has all heightened since you've been here. Let's make sure it never ends. Let's do this time and time again. Let's do this time and time again. Put this track on rewind so you can feel the vibe. Let it soak in, baby, can't you feel the tide? Put this track on rewind so you can feel the vibe. Let it soak in, baby, can't you feel the tide? Can't you feel the tide? Can't you feel the tide? Let it take over, don't it lift you high? They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe.
Don't get me wrong, I may do drugs, but it ain't nothing hard. The vibe is everything, normally why we fall apart. I pick up pieces to everything that they tore apart. And we ain't nothing but two animals stuck on Noah's Ark. And if the ship sink, hoping that you think deep. See, that's Titanic, I bypass damage. Yeah, I swerve past all icebergs. Word to the widespread love with more nice words. So we can cruise through the seas of all vibes, disease. I feel on top of the world when it's just you and me. And when we on the same wave, it make my cycle complete. And I don't mind if you feeling it, go ahead, press repeat. So
put this track on rewind so you can feel the vibe. Let it soak in, baby, can't you feel the tide? Put this track on rewind so you can feel the vibe. Let it soak in, baby, can't you feel the tide? Can't you feel the tide? Can't you feel the tide? Let it take over, don't it lift you high? They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe. Don't it lift you high? They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe. call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe. They call this thing the vibe.
Before I put this on, just take note that I do use this kind of brush, and I brush out everything because this hair tends to get tangled after it's washed. So I kind of just did this all over, and I already did this, and this is after it's dry. Alright guys, so basically I lined the part up with my part in my braids. I pull it as far forward as I can, and I'm actually gonna kind of part my hair here. It's probably like ½ an inch deep, and the reason why I'm doing this is so that my wig can stay forward. So sometimes I do start sewing in the back, but this time I'm gonna sew in the front just to make sure it doesn't slide back. And really, I'm just making sure that I can feel a braid within this part. Okay, so that's, like right here, I feel the braid right here. So I'm literally gonna sew, like literally not that much. It doesn't take that much to secure it, and I don't have to sew it for the whole 3 weeks I keep it on.
Yeah. I really just, I think I want to go by Tommy. Like, I want to make 9 heel figures in my life. Like, call me Tommy. I was on a venture through the pipelines. Making music on a high life. Juju music, but the devil hidden. Live my life like it was devil ridden. But all the sinning got me thinking twice. Thinking about my life, I only think at night. During the day, I gotta make a life. But for my destiny will take my life. That's amazing grace. Danny Bonaducci, Danny better face the 8th. Call me Tommy when that 0 go beyond the 8th. 9 heel figures got me feeling like a big boss. Stretching 6'5" with my kicks off. I need to take a trip out to Cape Verde. Live most of my life as a cage bird. 10:30 in the morning, gotta get mines. 2017, I'm reppin' for the evergreen. Something like a virgin, we forever clean. Tommy, this about the greatest thing you ever seen. How you know it's real if you never dream? I'ma do it for the kid I knew at 17. No shame to admit my fears. Looking forward, I would never go relive those years. To all my peers, heel figure, cloth talk, 100 M's. That's many money. Many men wanna take it from me. More money, more volatile. Less money, less audible.
Same to the other side.
But all this money got me thinking twice. Thinking about my life, I only think at night. During the day, I gotta make a life. But for my destiny will take my life. That's amazing grace. Danny Bonaducci, Danny better face the 8th. Call me Tommy when that 0 go beyond the 8th. 9 heel figures got me feeling like a big boss. Stretching 6'5" with my kicks off. I need to take a trip. I was on a venture through the pop blinds. Making music on a high life. Juju music, but the devil hit it. Live my life like it was devil ridden. But all the sinning got me thinking twice. Thinking about my life, I only think at night. During the day, I gotta make a life. But for my destiny will take my life. That's amazing grace. Danny Bonaducci, Danny better face the eighth. Call me Tommy when that zero go beyond the eighth. 9 hill figures got me feeling like a big boss. Stretching 6'5" with my kicks off. I need to take a trip out to Cape Verde. Live most of my life as a cage bird. 10:30 in the morning, gotta get mines. 2017, I'm reppin' for the evergreen. Something like a virgin, we forever clean. Tommy, this about the greatest thing you ever seen. How you know it's real if you never dream? I'ma do it for the kid I knew at 17. No shame to admit my fears. Looking forward, I would never go relive those years. To all my peers, Hilfigure, cloth talk, 100 M's. That's many money. Many men wanna take it from me. More money, more volatile. Less money, less audible. Man. But all this money got me thinking twice. Thinking about my life, I only think at night. During the day, I gotta make a life. But for my destiny will take my life. That's amazing grace. Danny Bonaducci, Danny better face the eighth. Call me Tommy when that zero go beyond the eighth. 9 hill figures got me feeling like a big boss. Stretching 6'5" with my kicks off. I need to take a trip.